Have you ever heard that eating chocolate can protect your heart and even reduce the risk of stroke? But what if I told you that some types might do the exact opposite? Is chocolate a hero or a villain when it comes to brain health? Asterisk asterisk. What we know is that this treat is surrounded by myths. On one hand, headlines claim it improves circulation and protects the brain. On the other, warnings about its high sugar and saturated fat content make us question whether it's worth the risk. So who's right? The answer isn't so simple. Chocolate's effect on health depends on three key factors: the type, the amount, and the consumer's lifestyle. But don't worry, science already has some answers to this confusion, and they might surprise you. Today we're unraveling this mystery. You'll find out whether chocolate actually causes strokes, which type offers benefits, and when it might be a problem. By the end, you'll have a practical guide to enjoying the best that chocolate has to offer. So, ready to finally understand this paradox? Chocolate has always been one of the world's most beloved foods, a symbol of pleasure and indulgence. But over the years, its reputation has swung between health hero and villain. Some see it as a danger to the heart, linking it to higher cholesterol, hypertension, and even stroke risk. Others point to studies suggesting certain types of chocolate may actually benefit cardiovascular health. With such conflicting information, the big question arises: does chocolate really increase stroke risk, or is this just another misconception? To answer, we need to look beyond the myths and see what science truly says. First, it's important to understand that not all chocolate is the same. We could be talking about a sugary, fatty milk chocolate bar or a flavonoid-rich dark chocolate packed with health benefits. This difference in composition determines how chocolate affects the body. Milk and white chocolate contain large amounts of sugar and fat, which, when overconsumed, can lead to high blood pressure, weight gain, and inflammation, all of which raise stroke risk. On the other hand, dark chocolate with high cocoa content is rich in antioxidants that improve vascular function and reduce inflammation. Science has studied these effects for years. Research shows that moderate consumption of dark chocolate may improve blood flow, lower blood pressure, and even reduce the risk of cardiovascular events. This happens because cocoa flavonoids stimulate nitric oxide production, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and enhances circulation. However, other studies indicate that heavily processed chocolates, loaded with sugar and hydrogenated fats, can have the opposite effect, promoting inflammation and increasing cardiovascular risks. So the issue isn't chocolate itself, but how it's consumed. Quantity is another crucial factor. Eating large amounts of chocolate daily can be harmful regardless of type. The key is moderation. Small portions, 10 to 30 grams per day of dark chocolate, may offer cardiovascular benefits. But when consumption exceeds this and involves highly processed chocolates, negative effects emerge. Balance is everything. Dietary context also matters. If someone eats a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, occasional chocolate is unlikely to be a problem. But in an already inflammatory diet full of sugars and ultra-processed foods, chocolate can become another risk factor. This explains why some studies find benefits while others highlight risks. Chocolate's impact depends on the overall diet. Another key point is chocolate's effect on systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to numerous health issues, including cardiovascular disease and higher stroke risk. Sugary, high-fat chocolates tend to increase inflammatory markers, while polyphenol-rich dark chocolate may have anti-inflammatory effects. This balance explains why some people benefit from moderate consumption while others face adverse effects. To determine whether chocolate is an ally or enemy in your diet, assess your lifestyle and eating habits. If you eat well, exercise regularly, and enjoy chocolate in moderation, the benefits are more likely. But if consumption is excessive and paired with other processed foods, risks rise significantly. The link between chocolate and stroke can't be viewed in isolation. It depends on each person's overall health. So what's the verdict? Chocolate can indeed support brain health, if consumed wisely. High cocoa dark chocolate, eaten in moderation as part of a balanced diet, may even reduce stroke risk. But ultra-processed, sugar-laden chocolates, when overconsumed, increase risks. Now that you understand chocolate's effects, why not apply this knowledge daily? Opt for chocolates with at least 70% cocoa, avoid heavily processed varieties, and always watch your portions. This way you can enjoy chocolate's perks without compromising your health. Ultimately, balance is what matters. Chocolate doesn't have to be an enemy or a miracle superfood. When consumed the right way, it can be part of a healthy diet. Now that you're informed, you can make conscious choices and savor this treat guilt-free. If there's one lesson today, it's that balance is always the key to a healthier life. Chocolate doesn't have to be a villain. No food does when enjoyed mindfully. Science shows that smart choices can boost health without sacrificing life's little pleasures. That's why I want to invite you. If this content helped you, imagine how many others could benefit. Why not share this video with friends and family? That way, more people can learn how to care for their health without falling for myths and extremes. And if you want to keep learning about nutrition, health, and wellness, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Here, we simplify science and share content that truly makes a difference in your daily life. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss updates, and join this community that seeks knowledge in a fun, straightforward way. Thanks for sticking around. Take care, make good choices, and see you in the next video.